Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I'm so sorry for not uploading in a couple of weeks. I've been busy, not really busy. I've been really down, not gonna lie. I have had some problems going on and it's just been a lot, and I also got 2 new kittens, so that has been taking up a lot of my time. If you haven't seen my Instagram stories and stuff, I've been posting about them, but I also have made an Instagram account for my cats because I have 4 cats now, which is crazy. So it's called 4 King Cats. There was a bit of a pun there. Yeah, I post pictures and videos of my cats on there, so if you like cats, then go check that account out. But yeah, I'll show them later on in the video, but they're currently sleeping, so I'll leave them for now. So today I actually have a really interesting video. I'm going to be comparing a Pat McGrath palette to a Revolution Pro palette. The price difference on these is extreme. The Pat McGrath palette is £115 and the Revolution Pro palette is £12. This is what it looks like. It's got the blue in it, but otherwise it's quite neutral. I haven't even used this yet actually. I'm very disappointed to say that Pat McGrath Cosmetics is not cruelty free. I was very upset to find that out and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. This video idea came into my head and I thought I'm just going to use it. I have it, you know, I might give it to a friend if I don't use it, but I am very disappointed that it's not cruelty free. I really thought it would be. So these are the 2 palettes. Obviously the Makeup Revolution one is like cardboard and the Pat McGrath one is like hard thick plastic. It's very substantial and heavy. Some of the shades look a little bit different and some of them look very similar, so I'm going to do some swatches because yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use all the shades, so I'm going to do swatches of them side by side. I'm probably just going to do the swatches and then show you, but let's see. This finger is Revolution and this finger is Pat McGrath. I feel like the Revolution one is just a little bit darker. So the next shade is quite different just because the one in the Revolution one is a little bit shimmery, which does annoy me, and it looks a bit of a different shade. Yeah, so the Pat McGrath one is darker and cooler toned. Next shade is this kind of light, like cool toned brown shade. So the Pat McGrath one is a little bit deeper and a little bit more warm toned, whereas the Revolution one is a little bit lighter. Okay, so now we're going on to the gold shimmer. Well, similar in the shades, but the texture feels really different. Okay, so now onto this like duochrome shade. I've been intrigued by this one because they do look quite different in the pan, but the same concept of like a bluey browny shade. Oh, I did it on the wrong finger, I'm so sorry. So this is Pat McGrath this time and this is Revolution. So the Revolution one is pretty different. It's more of like a brown eyeshadow with blue flecks in it, whereas the Pat McGrath one is kind of like an orangey toned eyeshadow. So I'll take a picture of this. This is the top row of both palettes. Also, I didn't put a primer or anything down on my arm, so there was nothing on my arm. Just my plain old bare old arm. So the black, Revolution Pro, Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath is like a pure jet black. Revolution one, I feel like it has a bit of shimmer in it. Pretty darn black. Well, when I swatched that actually, you can see the first one is Revolution. Because it has more kickback off of it, it's stuck onto my arm. But the Pat McGrath one is more dry, quite different in these palettes. So this is Revolution Pro and this is Pat McGrath. This is more like a silvery bluey tone shade and this is more kind of a light pinky silver shade. Like the Pat McGrath one is kind of more like a subtle shimmer and the Revolution one is kind of like the glittery shimmers like the other shades. You obviously know the gist. Revolution Pro, Pat McGrath. Now the last 2 shades, which are probably like my 2 favourite shades out of the palette, the blue and then the white like pearlescent shade. So the blue first, that is so pretty. They're both so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh my god, it's like icy. Love it. Again, the Revolution one is kind of like chunky. I'm using the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas in the shade Illustrate because I really like this primer. So I'm using 2 different M506s from Morphe. I'm going to use Pat McGrath on this side, Revolution Pro on this side. So I think I'm gonna go in with the black first. I was gonna go in with both at the same time then. I think I'm gonna do like a black smoky bit and then put some shimmers on the lid. So let's try this. I'm gonna go in Pat McGrath. Probably isn't the right sort of brush to use, but I should probably use more of a packing brush. So I'm just packing this on my outer corner and also bringing it a little bit into my front of my crease, but not really making it too dark. Now onto the Revolution Pro palette. And I'm doing the same thing. Okay, so I've just done this rough shape with the black. I've got the black on my face yet again, but it's a black eyeshadow. I can't tell yet until I start blending it out. They're both nice and pigmented and yeah, pack on nicely. So far so good. Okay, now I'm gonna take two M507s, which are a little bit more pointed, and I'm gonna take that like darker brown shade, and I'm gonna pack and blend that above the black. And a little bit on the black as well. And then doing the same thing with the Revolution palette. Now I'm taking two of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brushes. These are very similar to the M506. And I'm going to take the lighter brown shade and blend out those edges. Okay, so that is blending out really nicely on the Pat McGrath side. Okay, so that's also blending out nicely. I'm gonna go in and pack on every single one of the shades and blend them out again to make sure they're like as intense and as blended as they can be. Does that make sense? And as blended as they can be, and as blended as they could be, and as blended as they can be. Why did I think it was two as? I don't know. Okay, so I've blended and packed on those shades. They're looking really, really nice. The Pat McGrath shade is blending nicer. I don't know if that's because it's my better eye. It might be, that happens. But they're both looking really nice. I think what will be the difference is the shimmer shades, how they apply, how they perform and stuff like that. I don't know whether to do a half cut crease or just pack on the shade. So I've just taken that duochrome shade and I've just packed it on just to see what it'd be like, and it's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna just do that, do the blue, and then I'm gonna do the duochrome shade. I haven't put any more primer down, which is crazy. I thought they wouldn't stick. Okay, so I haven't even sprayed my brush or anything, and I don't know if I will. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye now. The blue on the outer part, the duochrome shade. And then they go on. Okay, so the duochrome shade, as I knew from before, is very different on the eye. The other shades look quite similar. The blue is a little bit brighter on this side. I am preferring this side because I feel like the shades are prettier and kind of more metallic. Okay, so I'm now going to put that pearly whitey shade on my inner corner. That's pretty. I should have probably done like that with blue and then the gold on the inner corner, but okay, so that is that so far. I'm gonna go do my base off camera and then come back and show you the lower lash line and tell you my full opinion and everything. So okay, so I did my base off camera really quickly. If you want to see the products I used, I filmed it for Instagram, so it will be over there. Now I'm gonna do my lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with the black first. And I'm just gonna like smoke that right next to my lash line. And then I'm gonna go in with the darker brown again, just the same shades I used on my crease and outer corner. And then in with the lighter brown. I've kind of like winged it out. It didn't go very well, but hey ho, done it now, can't go back. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so now I think I'm going to put the blue just here. I never put shimmers on my lower lash line, but I think just kind of like in the inner corner kind of area, it will look alright. We shall see. Okay, so they're not perfect, but I'm going to leave the eyes like that. I'm going to go do my lashes and my lips off camera and then come back to you and tell you my full opinions. Okay, so this is the finished look. The Revolution Pro Night and Day palette is on this eye, and the Pat McGrath Subliminal palette is on this eye. There is a nearly 10 times difference between these palettes, which is insane. Like, it's just crazy. I asked my mum and my brother which one they think is which, and they both actually thought that this was the most expensive one. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the lighting. I don't know what they thought. So that's interesting to hear. I do prefer the Pat McGrath side. I think it looks more blended and nice. You would not be able to tell that I had two different palettes on my eyes unless I told you. But yeah, I just wanted to mention on this side, it has gone a little bit patchy. This is the Revolution Pro side. Just where I've tried to build up the shadow. I'm not sure why that is. It's happened to me before with other palettes, but I think it's because I like tried to build up loads of shadow and then it just started coming off. So there's a little patch where it started to come off. Obviously, not many people are going to be able to afford the Pat McGrath palette. That is why I did this video. And also Revolution Pro is cruelty free and Pat McGrath isn't. Because I know a lot of people would like to buy a Pat McGrath palette, but do not have the funds to do so, which is understandable because it's honestly ridiculously expensive. I don't think it needs to be that expensive. They're not revolutionary to me, these eyeshadows. I mean, the shimmers are absolutely gorgeous. Again, you can get the same sort of idea with the Revolution palette, which is 10 times less. It's your choice. This was just a video to show you that you can get the same sort of look for 10 times less the price. And to see how different they actually are. Obviously, a couple of the shades are a little bit different, but overall the outcome of the look is very, very similar. Ta-da! Here are my kittens. They don't really want to be with me right now, so I'll be quick. This one on my left is Violet, and this one right here is Stanley. My little babies. Look at them, they're looking around at everything, aren't you? Right, okay, I'm sorry, you can go play. They've just woken up from a nap, so they're like wanting to play and everything. Okay, I'm sorry. Off you go. Whoa, careful. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give a big thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you are new. My Instagram is Alice King Makeup if you want to go follow me over there. I do lots of different makeup looks, of course. I really like doing these comparing palettes videos at the moment. My last 3 videos are them, so sorry about that. But let me know if you have any other request videos. I would like to get back into YouTube and stuff because, yeah, I enjoy filming. Let me know which one you think looks the best or which one you would prefer to buy. Obviously, probably want to buy the Pat McGrath one, but a lot of people don't have the funds. But let me know if you're going to pick up the Revolution one or if you have any Pat McGrath products or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!